I'm Shirley Edie from the EdHub. We are the innovation unit at the NECT. We are on day 3 of a 3-day process that we've taken our 3 Ed Innovators through, with the focus of each of them building their theory of changes, which helps us to identify what is the change that they want to see in the pilots that they're all embarking on. And then we translate that theory of change into very specific, actionable implementation plans and monitoring and evaluation plans. The idea behind that is that all of these pilots can go off and end up collecting really solid evidence around why their innovation makes real sense and has real impact and potential for scale in the South African basic education system. The EdHub is the innovation unit within the NECT, and our mandate is really to go out there, identify, evaluate and support really smart innovation in the basic education system, with the idea of eventually changing and seeing the changes that we need in the education system as a result of smart innovation. So the process we've gone through with these 3 innovators is a very thorough national call for proposals. We got very many applications to the process. We went through an evaluation with all of them. They presented in front of our investment committee, and we've eventually selected the top 3 innovators. So these 3 teams have now been taken on a 3-day process to distill their theory of change and ultimately the impact that they'd like to see coming out of their 12-month pilots. The EdHub's real focus is about support and promotion of ed innovation in South Africa, and the kinds of support that we provide to entrepreneurs and NGOs and anyone really who's got an innovative educational solution designed for the public basic education system is that we help them with unblocking various blockages that they find in the system. So a lot of entrepreneurs and NGOs, when they're trying to get their innovation into the basic education system, find that getting access to pilot schools to pilot their projects in can be really tricky. Maybe fine if they're looking for 10 or 20 or 50 schools, but as soon as they're looking at a couple of 100 schools or potentially across provinces or a couple of thousands of schools, they need different levels of influence and support from different stakeholders, and that's where the NECT EdHub can provide support. Another area is access to funding. So we don't sit on a funding pool ourselves, but we do have a lot of relationships with various funders that we can open doors for and provide introductions to. And the idea is that through the credibility of being associated with the NECT EdHub, that potentially more funding will be able to be crowded into the space for the particular innovators. And then other support like introductions to the right kinds of people within the Department of Basic Education is critical for a lot of these entrepreneurs, as well as other key stakeholders, whether it's in business, whether it's amongst labour and labour unions, whether it's amongst the department or even civil society. The NECT has a lot of relationships across these different stakeholders that they can help in ways and with speed that they wouldn't have been able to before. The ultimate goal is that these innovations get replicated into the basic education system if we can help them to prove their ability to impact the outcomes of learners as well as scale into the system.